Hi, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you guys when you see this. This is a recorded message. I'm recording it right now in Ensenada at the Hotel Corral and Marina. Can you see the marina? Yeah, you can see the marina. So I wanted to speak with you all a little bit about my SBO challenge. My SBO challenge. What is my SBO challenge? Hair in the wind. In the wind, you know how romantic it is when the wind is blowing and the boats are swaying and there's a bit of a fog and you think to yourself, where the fuck am I? No, who the fuck am I? Yeah. So SBO. And now the people are coming on their morning constitution. Oh well, it'll be fine. So what is SBO? Well, what I was looking at with creating the SBO challenge is what would it be like if everyone had the ability to step into something greater with help. So over the years, I have done so many projects, so many classes, so many challenges, so many fucking things. You can't even believe how many things I've done to improve, to grow, to educate myself for more personal awareness, for basic education too, and so it's been a combination of study as well as personal awareness development. Why? Because I'm nuts, maybe? No, because I find it really amazing, In college, I was like, I couldn't decide what I wanted to major in, so I ended up majoring in liberal arts, hello, with a minor in, are you ready? Wait for it, theology. I loved comparative religions. Philosophy, oh yeah, gotta love those Greeks. Almost anthropology, because I love the study of culture. And almost archaeology, and almost architecture. And almost graphic art, and almost fine art, and almost history. So I had all these topics I was interested in, and I never could figure out what exactly I really wanted to do with my life, because I liked everything, So back to SBO. So SBO is a combination of challenging, training, walking with you through the somewhat hazardous path, if I could say it, somewhat hazardous path of personal awareness, and the journey some of us are on, some of us are constantly on, like me. I feel like I'm on it now and will be on it forever. And so what the heck? What is this journey, and how does it get to be more ease and more fun? Well, one of the things that makes it more fun and more ease is the more tools you have, the more fun, more ease it becomes. And I will say I have a repertoire of tools that I've learned over the past 40 years that are amazing, and actually even earlier, because even when I was in high school, I had a sociology teacher, ergo my interest in sociology, anthropology, social work. Oh yeah, I forgot, did I mention psychology and psychiatry? Actually, I wanted to be a psychiatrist at one point, and then I looked at all the stuff you have to do in medical school and all the body parts you have to cut up and stuff, and I was like, okay, not me, not this life, not this girl. So I have this interest in life and living and people and bodies and all this stuff, and I'm like, wow, what am I gonna do with this? And it took me about 40 years to get close to knowing. I'm closer now than I was before, that's for sure. So as I was saying, in high school, I worked with my sociology professor, who was amazing, and he took us once a week. We worked with, it was DYS, it was called Delinquent Youth Services of Boston and the greater metropolitan area, and we work with kids who are struggling. Yes, you have to you were sent to delinquent youth services by the court system. So these are youths who were acting out and getting caught. So we work with them. The other group of people I worked with, actually there were two other groups. The other group of people I worked with were Norfolk State prisoners, minimum security. So they were like grand theft auto, and these were adults who very possibly were in DYS when they were younger, because you get into this system of where reaction and resistance and negativity becomes your lifestyle. Long story short, that's a whole nother gig. So when I was working with these prisoners, one of the things that was really amazing was the man who started this program. He had this saying, and I thought it was amazing. I remember I'm 16, 17 years old, and he was telling his group of prisoners who were in this program with us girls from Dana Hall and psychology. We were all looking to see what more interaction with the outside world, if it could be, more rehabilitative. It's a wow, the 70s were wild. Anyway, he would tell everyone that your negative thoughts lead to negative feelings, which lead to negative actions. And therefore, he would surmise your positive thoughts, I'm almost talking like Boston, you park your car in Harvard Yard. Your positive thoughts lead to positive feelings, which lead to positive actions, darling. And so amazing that I was involved in this program at 16 years old. Wow. And I never forgot that. Positive thoughts lead to positive feelings, which lead to positive actions. And amazing that years later, and I mean years later, because I first met Gary and Dane right around just before 9/11. And in their classes, in the Access Consciousness classes, they were talking about how your thoughts, feelings, and emotions immediately preceding where you made a decision gets locked into your body. And there's an electrical charge. And this was like quantum physics. And I'm like, oh my God, this is what this guy was talking about, when I was a teenager, that thoughts, feelings, and emotions like lock in and they fix your points of view. And I'm like, oh my God, this is all starting to like, wow, oh my gosh, what's happening here? So I'm having these lights on moments. I'm so grateful for the Access Consciousness tools. I'm so grateful for Gary and Dane and the amazing classes, and I would recommend their classes to everyone. If you haven't taken a class, an Access Consciousness class, you should. If you're interested in having a happier life, that is. And so I'm on this path since I was 16, right? I'm going like, wow, tell me more. Like, what is this about? And so here we are today, 2021. I'm in beautiful Ensenada, Mexico. Oh, there, I don't want to put my arm in the way of because of water. And look, there's Papa Loco from Newport Beach. Oh, actually, all the boats are from California. It's sort of interesting. I'm in a very interesting space. And wow, I'm rambling on. But anyway, maybe you'll enjoy it. So, SBO. So SBO stands for Step Up, Be Great, Outcreate. What is that to you? I can share with you, and as the sun is now, oh, that guy's using a solar, oh, that's really cool. He's charging his motorcycle with a solar like panel thingy. Oh, that's really cool, except it's like shining like right in my eyes. Anyway, so bright shiny things, So SBO. And this is something I've actually been working on for years, because years ago I actually had a dream. And in the dream, strangely enough, Dr. Dane here was looking at me with those piercing, wonderful, beautiful eyes of his and looking at me going, when are you going to step up? When are you going to be great? And when are you going to outcreate? And it was so real. And I woke up and I was like, what? Wait, where am I? I was like, didn't even know where I was at first. And so I want to thank Dane for that very strange daydream, night dream, whatever it was years ago. And I started pondering this. What is it to step up? What is it to be great? What is it to outcreate? And so I've been pondering these questions for years. And just recently, I was like, wow, stepping up is about stepping into something other than where you are. You can step up, you can step over, you can step right, you can step left, you know, just step. Just make a step. Just take a step. And you will be going continually in the direction of your dreams. Just take one step in the direction of your dreams. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to step into the direction of your dream life, your future? So that's the first part. That could actually take a month or more itself. Anyway, the second part is be great. Ooh. Sometimes that is, wow. Be great. That means you really have to look at where you judge yourself where you're not great, and you judge yourself where you're wrong, and you judge yourself, and you judge yourself, and you fucking judge yourself. And what would it take to stop judging yourself? Because the minute you stop judging yourself, you relax into being great. And that's really who you are. You are great. You are greater than you ever imagined you are. You are amazing. Would you be willing to take a look at where you are amazing and where you are great? Being great. What is that for you? And then the third part of the challenge is outcreate. Wow. Well, first of all, like, what is create? Ooh, what is create? What is generate? That's a whole nother adventure. And what if you are the only one who can stop you? So if you're willing to outcreate you, what does that look like? Do you hear the beautiful Spanish in the background? Buenos dias, señoritas. So what is outcreating you? What is outcreating you? Well, can you outcreate others? Yes. The big challenge is outcreating you. What can you do today that was greater than you did yesterday? Food for thought. So if any of this sounds like interesting, amazing, fun, if you'd like me to be there with you while you go through this journey of personal awareness, so this is the deal. I have this 1 month challenge, and we will broach these topics of be great, of outcreate, and of stepping up and stepping into who you would like to be in the future. All right, so there's lots more to say. There's always more to say. I always have more to say. Anyway, I'd love to invite you to my very first challenge, which is starting April 1st or April 2nd. Well, I mean, it's sort of starting in the middle of April 1st energy, but because I'm in the middle of a foundation class, it's also starting April 2nd and also starting April 3rd. So we sort of have these 3 days of April, but I wanted to start it in April so bad. So in April, you sign up and we'll begin. The first week of April, we will be stepping up and stepping into your new future, whatever that looks like for you. All right, so would love for you to join me. We'll be doing these maybe every couple months, maybe every 3 months, something like that. Actually, I'm not sure. We may do it every month. I'm not sure. Let's see how it goes. This will be the inauguration of Step Up, Be Great, Outcreate, SBO, known as SBO from henceforth, hitherto. All right, well, would love for you to join me. Big hugs and kisses to all of you. Okay, ta-ta for now.